You ever faced a door slammed shut in your face, only to find it was the best thing that could have happened to you? Well, today we're diving deep into the art of turning the tables on rejection, inspired by none other than the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius. Imagine you're in a world where every no doesn't push you down, but propels you forward. Rejection, a word that often brings a sting, can become your stepping stone to greatness. It's not about tricking fate, but understanding that sometimes the universe's no is a hidden yes to something greater. So, are you feeling overlooked, ignored, or undervalued? It's time to flip the script. In this video, we'll unpack 13 powerful lessons that teach you to harness the power of rejection. We're not just talking theory. These are practical, real-world strategies that you can apply in your daily life. Before we jump in, let's make sure this wisdom reaches as many as possible. Hit that like button and ring the notification bell. It tells YouTube you're finding value in what we're sharing. Now, let's get started on this transformative journey together. Ready to turn your rejections into your greatest victories? 1. Ignore them. When life hands you the cold shoulder of indifference, don't shrink back. Rise above it. Ignoring those who ignore you isn't petty. It's a powerful statement of your self-worth. Imagine this. Someone decides you're not worth their time. That's their loss, not yours. By choosing not to engage, you're saying, I am worth more. It's like turning a mirror towards them, silently reflecting their behavior and showing them you're unaffected. Now, how do you do this without losing yourself in bitterness? Simple. Focus on your life, your goals, your happiness. Dive into activities that enrich you, be it reading, sports, learning a new skill, or just enjoying the company of those who do value you. This isn't about getting back at someone. It's about reclaiming your energy and investing it where it matters. Sometimes it stings when someone ignores us, but instead of dwelling in that pain, use it as a catalyst for growth. Build a fortress of self-respect and let their indifference bounce off it. You're not just surviving their rejection, you're thriving despite it. This approach doesn't just show emotional maturity, it's a testament to your inner strength. Remember, your value doesn't decrease based on someone's inability to see your worth. Stay true to yourself and let your actions speak louder than their silence. 2. Don't react emotionally. Rejection can sting, making you want to react, to let your emotions run wild. But here's a secret weapon from the Stoic playbook: calmness. When someone brushes you off, it's tempting to let frustration or sadness take the driver's seat. Stoicism, a philosophy as relevant today as it was in ancient Rome, offers a different path. It suggests embracing a composed, thoughtful response. This isn't about suppressing your feelings, it's about not letting them control you. When you're ignored, instead of getting upset or seeking validation, take a step back. Ask yourself, why is this bothering me? Often it's not the rejection itself, but our own insecurities that hurt us the most. Here's where we need to get practical. You're being ignored. Breathe. Reflect on why this moment isn't defining you. It's just that, a moment. Stoicism teaches us to focus on our actions and responses, not on others' behavior. So, stay polite, stay kind. If you feel like reaching out, do so with genuine concern, not expectation. This approach isn't about being passive, it's about being master of your emotions. It's recognizing that your self-worth isn't tied to others' approval. Your power lies in how you respond, not in how others treat you. That's a game changer. Adopting this mindset isn't easy, but it's transformative. When you master calmness in the face of rejection, you're not just handling a tough situation, you're growing. You're learning that your inner peace doesn't depend on external validation. It's a journey towards self-confidence, where you learn to value yourself independently. By doing this, you show real strength and resilience. And guess what? That's incredibly attractive. People are drawn to those who are self-assured, those who don't crumble at the first sign of indifference. So by staying calm, you're not just coping, you're thriving. You're becoming someone who can face rejection and turn it into a stepping stone for personal growth. That's the Stoic way. 3. Remove them from your mind. When faced with rejection, harnessing the art of detachment becomes a powerful tool in your arsenal. This isn't about forgetting or pretending the rejection didn't sting. It's about channeling that experience into something transformative. Start by acknowledging the rejection. Feel its impact, but don't let it anchor your thoughts. Like a skilled sailor navigating rough seas, use the waves to steer you forward, not to capsize your boat. Transforming rejection requires a shift in perspective. Picture rejection not as a roadblock, but as a detour sign guiding you towards new paths and possibilities. Explore activities that enrich your spirit and broaden your horizons. Dive into a book that challenges your thinking, take up a sport that tests your limits, or volunteer in a community project that offers a fresh perspective. These aren't just distractions, they are stepping stones to self-discovery and growth. Every new experience carves out a part of you, making you more resilient, more adaptable. Also, cultivate a circle of positivity. Surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you. In their company, share your aspirations and listen to theirs. Such interactions create an environment where mutual growth thrives. Remember, rejection is not a reflection of your worth. It's an invitation to rediscover and reinvent yourself. As you navigate this journey, you'll find that what once seemed like a painful rejection was in fact a nudge towards a more fulfilling path. 4. Demonstrate your value. Rejection stings, but it's also a litmus test for your resilience. Instead of wilting under its weight, view it as a chance to reveal your grit. Next time you're sidestepped in a meeting or overlooked for a promotion, take a breath. Instead of brewing a storm of self-pity or bitterness, channel that energy into constructive action. Work on a project that highlights your skills, or offer to lead a new initiative. Your value isn't diminished by others' oversight. It's an opportunity to shine brighter, undeterred by the shadows of dismissal. Remember that old saying, when one door closes, another opens? That's not just idle chatter. It's a blueprint for action. Rejection isn't a reflection of your worth. It's a redirection to where you're needed more. You're passed over for a role. Maybe it's the universe nudging you towards something that aligns better with your talents and passions. Use this as a catalyst to reassess and realign. What are your core strengths? How can you pivot to make the most of them? It's about creating your success story, one where every setback is a setup or a comeback. This isn't about plastering a smile over disappointment. It's about embracing the full spectrum of emotions and then moving forward with grace. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, our actions and reaction. When faced with rejection, practice empathy, both for yourself and others. Maybe that colleague who overlooked you is battling their own insecurities. Extend understanding, not as a weakness, but as a testament to your strength. Grow from these experiences, reflect on them, learn, and then, like a phoenix, rise from the ashes of rejection, more formidable and wise than before. Rejection, therefore, isn't the end of your story. It's a twist in the plot, pushing you towards becoming the most authentic, resilient version of yourself. Face it head-on with the wisdom of the ages and the vitality of youth, and watch as it transforms from your biggest fear to your greatest ally in personal growth and success. 5. Cut off contact. Silence isn't just the absence of sound, the powerful tool in your emotional toolkit, especially when dealing with rejection. Imagine you've been ignored or turned down. Your instinct might scream to fix it, to reach out, to bridge that gap. But here's where you flip the script. Embrace silence. It's not about playing games. It's about regaining your power. When you choose not to react, not to bombard with messages or calls, you're taking a step back. This pause isn't just for them. It's for you, to recalibrate, to remember your worth isn't tied to someone's approval. Let's dig deeper. This silence isn't passive, it's active and strategic. You're not just waiting, you're reflecting and growing. It's a time to refocus on your goals, your passions, your life. Think of it as a reset button, giving you clarity and strength. This period of no contact isn't cold or unkind. It's a boundary you set for your mental peace. It's saying, I respect myself too much to chase or beg. This mindset isn't just stoic, it's empowering. It speaks volumes about your self-worth and confidence. Ultimately, consider the silent message you're sending. In a world where instant responses are expected, your silence can be intriguing, even attractive. It shows you're not easily shaken, that you have a life full of interest and priorities beyond this rejection. It's not about making them regret or come back crawling. It's about showing you're solid, centered, and not easily swayed by external validation. This approach doesn't guarantee a change in their behavior, but it ensures a change in yours, making you stronger, more centered, and ready to face whatever comes next. Brace and poise. 6. Prove them wrong. The art of using rejection isn't simply about proving others wrong. It's about proving to yourself what you're truly capable of. It's about transforming "you can't" into "watch me." When you're told you're not good enough, don't sulk, thrive. Use the rejection as fuel for your ambitions. Create a mental checklist of everything you're going to accomplish, not out of spite, but out of a desire to grow, to evolve beyond the limitations others have set for you. There's power in quiet determination. You don't need to shout your successes from the rooftops. Instead, let your actions speak volumes. Take every no, every sideline, every overlooked moment, and turn it into something constructive. Enroll in that course, launch that project, start that business. Work in silence, and let your results be the noise. And remember, this isn't about revenge or proving others wrong to gain their approval. It's about self-affirmation. When you start achieving your goals, you'll realize that the validation you sought from others pales in comparison to the satisfaction of knowing you proved to yourself that you could do it. You are your own biggest advocate. Keep pushing, keep striving, and let the momentum of proving yourself right carry you forward. In the end, when they see your success, it won't matter if they change their minds about you. What matters is that you've grown, evolved, and thrived, not despite their rejection, but because of it. 7. Focus on your success. When faced with indifference or rejection, the key is to shift your focus from what you don't have to what you can achieve. Imagine you're being ignored or dismissed. It's a tough pill to swallow. But here's where you flip the narrative. Instead of wallowing in what isn't working, channel that energy into something that will. Rejection often clouds our judgment, making us feel inadequate. But what if you could turn that rejection into a springboard for your success? Focus on what you want to accomplish, whether it's a career goal, personal project, or even self-improvement. Use the rejection as a motivator, a reminder that you are in control of your destiny, not someone else's opinion. It's easy to get caught up in the negativity of rejection, but the true Stoic approach is to use it as a stepping stone. Let their indifference fuel your ambition. Every time you feel that sting of being overlooked, remind yourself of what you're working towards. Your success is the best response. So, instead of seeking approval from those who overlook you, seek to better yourself. Build your empire, brick by brick, and let your accomplishments do the talking. Focus on what you can control. Your actions, your efforts, your mindset. This shift in focus will not only help you achieve your goals, but will also free you from the chains of needing validation from others. In the end, the success you build will be your greatest victory, proving to yourself and to others that rejection was merely a redirection to something greater. 8. Invest in self-improvement. Rejection stings. There's no denying that. But rather than letting it eat away at your confidence, why not turn it into an opportunity for growth? Think of it this way. Every time you're ignored or turned down, you get a chance to refine yourself, to become a better version of who you were yesterday. Start by identifying areas where you can improve. Maybe it's a skill you've always wanted to master, or a habit you'd like to develop. Use the energy from the rejection as fuel for this journey. Remember, the best investment you can make is in yourself. It could be through reading, taking courses, practicing mindfulness, or even hitting the gym. Every bit of effort you put into self-improvement strengthens you and diminishes the power of rejection over your life. This isn't just about bouncing back, it's about bouncing forward. When you focus on self-improvement, you're not just moving past the rejection, you're rising above it. You're showing yourself in the world that you're not defined by what others think of you, but by what you think of yourself. So the next time you're overlooked, ignored, or rejected, don't see it as a dead end. See it as a detour, guiding you towards a path of personal growth and development. Invest in yourself and watch as you become stronger, more resilient, and more confident in your ability. Be patient. When rejection strikes, first impulse is often to react quickly, emotionally, sometimes even irrationally. But here's where patience becomes your secret weapon. Imagine you've been overlooked or dismissed. Instead of rushing to respond or trying to force a situation, take a step back. Give yourself the gift of time. Patience is a virtue for a reason. It allows you to see the bigger picture, to understand that not every rejection is a dead end, sometimes a redirection. Use this time to reflect, plan, and to strategize your next move. Rather than acting out of a place of hurt or anger, patience lets you act from a place of strength and wisdom. Patience isn't about waiting around for things to change. It's about waiting for the right moment to act. It's about understanding that sometimes the best response to rejection is no response at all. Just a quiet, calm focus on your goals. As the saying goes, good things come to those who wait. So, take a deep breath and let time work its magic. You'll find that with patience, you can turn rejection into an opportunity for growth and success. 10. Focus on those who value you. When you're faced with rejection, it's easy to fixate on the people who overlook or ignore you. But Stoic wisdom teaches us to shift our focus towards those who do value us. Imagine you're trying to connect with someone, but they keep brushing you off. Instead of investing more time and energy into winning them over, turn your attention to those who already appreciate your worth. This isn't about giving up. It's about choosing where to invest your energy. Surround yourself with people who lift you up, who see your potential, and who encourage you to be your best self. These are the relationships that will help you grow, not the ones that constantly make you question your worth. So if you're feeling rejected, take a moment to appreciate the people who are already in your corner. These are the relationships that matter, the ones that will stand the test of time. By focusing on those who value you, you'll not only strengthen your support system, but also remind yourself that your worth isn't determined by the opinions of those who overlook you. Instead, it's affirmed by those who cherish and uplift you. 11. Focus on your own path. In the face of rejection, it's easy to get caught up in what others think of you. But what if, instead, you focused on your own path? Stoic wisdom teaches us that our true power lies in our ability to control our own actions and reactions. When you're ignored or dismissed, it's a perfect opportunity to double down on your own journey. Think about it. While others may overlook you, you're the one who knows your true potential. You're the one who can shape your future. So, instead of getting sidetracked by the opinions of others, stay committed to your own goals. Every rejection can be a reminder that your path is unique, and it doesn't need validation from anyone else. Stay true to yourself and keep moving forward. With every step you take on your path, you're not just proving others wrong, you're proving to yourself that you have what it takes to succeed, no matter the obstacles. This focus on your own journey will not only help you overcome rejection, but also lead you to a more fulfilling and authentic life. 12. Stay confident. Confidence is the armor you wear against the sting of rejection. When someone ignores or dismisses you, it can be easy to let self-doubt creep in. But here's the truth. Your worth isn't determined by someone else's inability to see it. Stay confident in who you are and what you bring to the table. Confidence isn't about arrogance, it's about self-assurance. It's knowing that you have value regardless of whether others acknowledge it. So, when rejection hits, don't let it shake your confidence. Stand tall, hold your head high, and keep moving forward. Your confidence is your greatest asset. It attracts the right people and opportunities into your life. So, even when faced with rejection, remember to stay confident in yourself and your abilities. This confidence will carry you through the toughest of times and help you emerge stronger on the other side. 13. Stop begging for attention. Let's face it, being ignored hurts. But the more you chase after someone who doesn't value you, the more you diminish your own worth. Stoic wisdom teaches us to focus on our own actions and not the opinions of others. So instead of begging for attention or validation, turn inward and invest in yourself. This isn't about playing hard to get or trying to manipulate others. It's about recognizing your own value. When you stop begging for attention, you reclaim your power. You realize that your happiness and success don't depend on anyone else's recognition, but on your own efforts and inner peace. So, instead of chasing after those who ignore you, focus on living your best life. Let your actions, your achievements, and your happiness speak for themselves. This is the essence of Stoic wisdom. Find strength and contentment within. regardless of how others may perceive or treat you. Outro. The Stoic approach to rejection is not about becoming numb to the pain, but about transforming it into strength. It's about understanding that rejection doesn't define your worth. Your response to it does. So the next time you face rejection, remember these lessons and let them guide you towards becoming the strongest, most resilient version of yourself. If you found value in this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with others who might need to hear this message. Until next time, stay strong, stay stoic, and keep pushing forward.